Race underway, and finally a long wait will climb that hill. Giovanni Romano going to be side by side with Mobin Khan already. It was a jump from Connor Bell too, as they fan themselves up 4 wide behind on the run up through turn 1. Curtis Fung backs out in that brown machine. Couple of cars filter off for the track, but single file at the front. Logan Patcher, Etienne Leger, then Justin Rem jumps in front of Vincent Trepinet as we cycle into the S's. Here's the look at the replay, and Brody Goebel, to be fair, was trying to get to the inside of Enzo Johansson, who's running in 13th. So let's just be clear, Lewis, he went from the back to 13th in the space of however many corners.
Contact between the pair of them as well, that might be a 4X.
Bit of a mistake from the Mark Motors Porsche, and now the long way around for the championship leader. But if he's brave, as they continue to rub doors, he'll have the inside through what both Lewis and I agree is a pretty horrendous corner to really navigate your way through. What's Vincent Trepinet in that Porsche Centre North Toronto car? He'll stick his nose and then back out of it through the triple right. Boucher up to 4th. Lewis. Business picking up, I think, towards the front. 3 cars within, well, a couple of car lengths of one another. Logan Patcher gets a bit of a reminder from Etienne Leger that he's here. I think there was contact into that left rear quarter panel, but as they get onto the brakes through the triple right-hander, not enough downforce to keep the throttle pinned or even to let the car's momentum roll naturally through.
Ends on your run out through the final corner.
There's a bit more action behind as they dive down into the S's in the fight for what is very much now just 4th on back as we head into these final moments.
If this is Charles-Etienne Boucher and is absolute worst in this championship and he's still 4th, you know, fair play to him. He's not even racing from home.
Yeah, he's
at least he's got power this round.
Oh, and he's not stressing about the generator. Side by side between a couple of cars in towards the S's, Kondachioglu fends off the advance of Mobin Khan.
Brilliantly this race. Knees all switch positions. That's Mobin Khan as well. And Kondachioglu there must have Maniz into the pit lane. Drive-through penalty. Instant point limit has been breached.
And it is not for anything from race control, because we have been keeping an eye on what they have been looking through as well, and nothing since that incident at Brody Goebel. And for the first time, our championship leader watching on as drivers up front take the spots on the podium. Logan Patcher's gonna win, and a smile on the face tells you all you need to know. Winning here at the Circuit of the Americas.
Even did a little bit of a, hat off gesture. Hats off to himself, I guess. That was, I say, it's a very impressive drive. Well judged. At one point, I thought he was going to run away. The group caught up. Maybe he used his tyres a little bit too much, but
it is only half a second margin at the front, but from the drop of the green to the drop of the checkered, Logan Patcher never looks back. Etienne Leger second, and valuable points for Porsche Centre Reef Sud as well. We should emphasize for them in the Constructors' Championship, they will eat into the advantage of Porsche Lausanne. Etienne Leger followed by Justin Rem across the line, and then Charles-Etienne Boucher, the Boucle d'Ors, the Golden Locks, only 4th here today. Connor Bell 5th, he was close as well on the incident limit, but manages to just nurse himself across the line. Vincent Trepinet 6th after the slowdown dropped him down through the running order, and then Giovanni Romano, Mobin Khan, and Michael Kondachioglu make up the rest of the top 9. Just Enzo Johansson to complete the top 10, and Johansson +2, not the biggest mover of the day, but one of the biggest movers. Ross Booth, Curtis Fung, and then Arnaud, Genest, Thomas Lavoie, and Christian Maniz, the rest of the top 15, with Lyndon Swaby, Simon Trill, Nicky Borovich, Brody Goebel, and Richard Quinn making up the rest of the top 20, and Brody Goebel with 3 positions gained, the biggest mover, the winner of the Lego Play Well Award. Just Patrick Mason and Tristan Hurl at the very back of the grid, but with a look top to bottom at the race results, we can now go and have a chat with our race winner, who's standing by with Lewis McLeod. Well, don't forget, field in control of Corone. Ignore the green flag, wait for him to punch the throttle and get the action underway. Instantly they begin to climb up the hill, and watch out for Lasharite, who's going to watch from both his inside and outside. 4 wide almost in towards turn number 1. Lasharite is going to hold on to second, though, as a spin from Gregory Hoverson. Blake Townend takes avoiding action. Spencer Reitzman gets mixed up as well. The rest of the cars descend, though. 3 at the front trying to stretch their legs into the S's.
Yeah, definitely contact there between Manalo and Hoverson down into the first corner, and I know Race Control will absolutely take a look at that immediately. Expect the potential of even filling mirrors or going for a move in the first lap.
That is a big send. Josh Manalo, Christopher Cook, and then Savio Panicia, I think, might have all been involved there. And they're weaving back and forth, so clearly 4 wide. They will try and make it work, and Lewis 2x2 off the corner they filter. They manage to make it work. The chaos is behind them.
Who said you couldn't race around here? My goodness me, that was crazy. Ule battling, Bartley and Peniche all going side by side. Peniche on the outside of Bartley. He's got the inside line working his way through this little sector. Dylan Cole now sat off the rear end.
Brakes.
Yeah, so Manalo's there on the inside. Kind of just... Oh, there was more contact even behind. I didn't even realise there was another one. It's kind of... I don't know. It's from the onboard, you kind of like... You've got to say, yeah, that maybe the contact between the pair of them is maybe it's a little bit more up in the air. Hoverson maybe coming back across. I don't know. It's a really weird one.
Now we'll ride with Josiah Farrow because the 4 wide actually worked out okay. What happens to him? Oh, bash.
Woo! Smoke.
King zone here.
Palak.
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
It's the yellow. I can't quite figure out who that is, but no, Paluk's in the Mark Motors car, isn't he?
Yeah. That's what I thought, because I thought when we were on board, he spun round, and there was Palak.
And that is Bergeron. That's lit up the rear tires. Did he get a helping hand, though? Out of turn 11, Romagnolo Ellis get checked up, and it is once again Lewis, 3 at the front, trying to break away.
It looks there like he's just lit it up. The onboard angle from Ellis will probably tell it better. Here we are on board with him.
Yep.
Yeah, he just lights it up.
He is trying to be very tight to the apex as well,
yeah.
When Ellis kind of assumes that he's going to go out a little bit more and just open the corner up. So interesting, a synchronized spinning. Hold your brakes, but that doesn't work. Jonathan Ulay, I think one of the cars, Savio Peniche the other. Who was the one that got tagged, though, in all of that?
Going through turn 19, how wide does he go? Hits the apex quite nicely on the inside. Yeah, way wide. Why would you just go straight on, though? That's such a weird...
It baffles, but Lewis, there's a reason why we're not driving. You did kind of say that turn 1 could be a bit of a racing deal, so maybe that's what went through their mind. This, though, I'm getting the sense we're going to have a couple of side-by-side moments. Valentin Crusoe trying to pass Dylan Cole, and behind, Alex Bergeron trying to fight back past Savio Peniche. Bergeron gets up to 12, Crusoe up to 9. Himself to the inside of Richard Hibbs, does not want to give the outside up to anybody else, but doesn't then give a bit of a slide job, gives just enough racing room, but does enough to get up to 10th. Hibbs defends as Bergeron tries to grab a 2-for-1 special, has already got past Savio Peniche, leaves himself on the inside as they work towards what is the worst corner on the track. They were perfect. Alex Ellis defends and covers off Christopher Cook, but as Giuliano Romagnolo goes deep into the corner in front, Ellis slides on through. Now, those are 2 identical liveries, but different teams. Ellis fighting for Porsche Centre Oakville, Romagnolo for Porsche Centre Kitchener-Waterloo, and no change just yet, but...
We have, like, Buriram and that lot. They're not that busy on the main events. Oh, he's standing by himself.
Do you think Blake Tandem's been told, you've got 5 points being deducted from you at the end of the race, go and get us some points out on track?
Maybe, or maybe he's been told that someone said that Dubai's not a bad circuit, so he's racing his way to the end of the race as quick as possible. With your screen, it's never going to be bright enough in your eyes where you've got to like squint to look through it.
Was it? Okay.
Country mile. Turn 19, I'll never forget it. Felix
yes.
Rosenqvist. Oh, he's gone straight on.
Oh,
Lasciarite's made a mistake. He's overcooked it. I'll come back to my story in a moment, but...
Okay, wait. The yellow pen's being brought out here.
Oh, no, I can see it. I can absolutely see it.
So there's number 1. There's number 2.
So who's the second one?
This is where
Imposter Barney?
Very off topic. We got 2 Barneys. One driver just took a drive through, Valentin Crusoe. Andrew Caron grabs his 3rd win in 5 races, and the sweat was there. It's a tangible sense of relief as he wins at the Circuit of the Americas. And grab a look at the results, then chat, of course, with our race winner, but 2.5 seconds your margin. One mistake. Antoine Lasciarite was charging, but charges unfortunately into 2nd. Ian Gagnon Renault ends up 3rd behind your race winner, Andrew Caron, while Alex Ellis and then Giuliano Romagnolo 4th and 5th positions. Christopher Cook was 6th, Josh Manalo 7th, then Gregory Hoverson's recovery drive saw him scrambled back to 8th. Bergeron and Townend make up the rest of the top 10, with 11th cycling the way of Jonathan Houlier. Richard Hibbs was then in 12th for Porsche Victoria, Rory Windrum, Savio Pinicha, and then Dylan Cole the rest of the top 15. And Dylan Cole sliding back to 5th means that he is not the winner of the Lego Play Well Award as the biggest mover on the day. Instead, Rory Windrum in the 9/11 entry, 6th position.